di 22 anni era vergine e aveva deciso di vendicarsi per non aver mai baciato una donna. E dopo aver brutalmente fulminato 6 innocenti, l'unica persona capace di parlare in nome suo è stato lui, il suo papà.
And my son did that. My son caused so much pain and suffering for so many families.
Il suo ego era alquanto enorme.
I do everything I can to appear attractive to you. I dress nice. I'm sophisticated. I'm magnificent. I have a nice car, a BMW.
Ma lo era anche il rifiuto che riceveva da parte delle donne.
I don't know what you don't see in me. I'm the perfect guy. And yet you throw yourselves at all these obnoxious men instead of me, the supreme.
Ma ecco che un giorno è accaduto un episodio che ha scombussolato tutto.
After spending weeks working out in his room so that he would catch the attention of girls at the party, his ego was squashed when a group of female partygoers rejected him. They were sitting on a ledge and he fell into a fit of rage and tried to push them off of it. The men in the party charged him, pushing him off the ledge instead. They beat him up and broke his ankle. As he stumbled away, he realized he'd left his designer sunglasses at the party. He was so drunk that he walked into the neighbor's house instead, demanding his sunglasses back. The people inside knew what happened next door and beat him up again. Humiliated, he decided it was time to solidify his plans for the day of retribution.
It all has to come to this. I'm 22 years old and I'm still a virgin. I've never even kissed a girl. You forced me to suffer all my life, and now I'll make you all suffer.
Il 23 maggio del 2014 Elliot Rodger aveva pugnalato 3 amici suoi per poi guidare fino ad una residenza universitaria di sole ragazze, dove ha cominciato a sparare contro altre 4 persone ferendo a morte 2 donne, per poi uccidere anche un ragazzo che era nelle vicinanze. Il caso, di conseguenza, aveva fatto il giro del mondo e chiaramente la sofferenza che ne era derivata aveva coinvolto anche suo padre.
Mr. Rodger, Elliot was your son and he is. How do you mourn a child whom others vilify?
It's very hard, Barbara. It's very, very hard. After reading the journal, I had a lot of anger for him. And I think my job now is to try and replace that anger with love and forgiveness. But at the same time, I'm haunted by this disease, this human being that changed and became something else.
L'immagine che Peter aveva di suo figlio era purtroppo sbagliata. Era un papà particolarmente orgoglioso e non aveva idea dei deliranti pensieri intrisi di paranoia che riempivano la testa di Elliot.
Every night I go to sleep, I wake up and I think of those young men and young women that were injured and were terrorized. And my son did that. My son caused so much pain and suffering for so many families.
When you wake up in the morning, what do you think?
It's like a reverse nightmare situation. When you go to sleep normally, you have a nightmare and you wake up and, oh, everything's okay.
Yeah.
Now I go to sleep, I might have a nice dream. And then I wake up and then slowly the truth of what happened dawns on me. And, that is that my son was a master.
Ecco qui il pensiero ricorrente nella mente di Peter. Il figlio l'aveva trasformato senza saperlo in un villain in più della storia.
You did not think that Elliot was or certainly not.
There's no way I thought that this boy could flee. I mean, this is the most unbelievable thing, Barbara. What I don't get is we didn't see this coming at all.
Did you know that he was sick?
No. This is the American horror story, or the world's horror story, is when you have somebody who on the outside is one thing and on the inside is something completely different.
Tuttavia, dopo essere sprofondato nel dolore più angosciante, Peter Rodger si era deciso a far sentire la propria voce con il fine di sensibilizzare la gente.
There have been numerous schools. None of the parents of other have spoken with us. Why did you decide that you would speak out?
The only reason I'm here is to tell his story to try and stop this happening again.
Appena quest'uomo è venuto a conoscenza della tragedia, si è avvicinato alle famiglie delle vittime. Aveva visto nella brutale strage commessa dal figlio omicida e suicida un'opportunità per avviare una battaglia focalizzata sul controllo delle armi. Ed è stata la voce di Richard Martinez, padre di uno dei giovani freddati da questo criminale venuto dall'inferno, ad essere scelta per diffondere il messaggio.
Our children deserve a land free from fear. Son, you will live in our hearts forever and ever. If you agree that the people in Washington should hear that not one more person should have to because of this ridiculous situation, then when I raise my hand, I want you to shout so loud that they're going to hear you. Are you with me? Not good enough. One more time, are you with me? Not one more! Not one more!
Ma ovviamente l'instancabile lotta del signor Rodger non è stata così semplice, soprattutto all'inizio.
The father of Adam Lanza now says that there are times he wishes his son had never been born. Do you ever feel that way?
That's a really loaded question. That's a loaded question, Barbara. A part of me says yes. And the reason is because he did an awful lot of harm to young men and young women who didn't deserve to. And my son did it.
Quel che aveva fatto il figlio l'aveva in seguito trasformato in una sorta di eroe agli occhi di molti. Elliot, infatti, era stato pioniere della cosiddetta ribellione degli incel. Giovani uomini che sperimentano difficoltà nelle relazioni con l'altro sesso, involontariamente celibi e che vedono con odio le donne che non danno loro attenzioni. Casi simili si sono verificati anche in altri luoghi, come quello di Alec Minassian in Canada, un uomo che aveva tolto la vita a 10 persone investendole con un van. In queste tragiche situazioni, dietro la sofferenza dei parenti delle vittime, c'è anche il dolore che l'assassino lascia nei cuori dei propri cari, perché in effetti sono loro che devono costantemente lottare contro la dura realtà dei fatti, ovvero che il loro figlio è un criminale, odiato da tutti.
Did you know that he was sick?
No. This is the American horror story, or the world's horror story, is when you have somebody who on the outside is one thing and on the inside is something completely different.